Hello, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm running through some mistakes you might be making as a new car photographer. Now, we all make mistakes as beginners, and this video isn't meant to pick fun at you if you do make any of these mistakes, because believe me, I've made every single one of these mistakes when I was just first starting out. This video is just to try and help you improve your photography and maybe make you think about something you didn't think about before. But getting straight on with this video, probably the biggest mistake that I see new car photographers making is not cleaning the car before the shoot. So if you shoot a dirty car like I've got here, then the photos just will not look anywhere near as good as they possibly could look, because I think we can all agree that a dirty car is not a good looking car, and it's also a massive ball ache to try and edit the photos to make the car look clean when it's just not clean. So save yourself the headache in editing, just clean the car before the shoot and you will really thank yourself for it. Don't forget to clean the inside of the car as well. As you can see, I've let mine slip. I've got bottles over here, I've got wrappers over here. If any of this makes it into the photos, it's going to completely take away from your image. So make sure you've got this clear out of the way, because you want to project the best possible image you can of yourself as a photographer, and this just isn't going to give you a good image. You can either go to the quick like Fiverr car wash down the road then, or you can go all out like I like to when I'm cleaning my car and use like the snow foam, the dashboard cleaner, the wheel cleaner and all the other bells and whistles. But you don't have to go all out like that, just make sure the car is clean. And like, come on, how satisfying is cleaning the car yourself? Now that the car is all nice and clean and it is looking good, it's now time to move on to what you need to be thinking about when you're actually on location taking photos. So a big mistake I see people making is when they're actually on location taking photos, they're not checking the foreground and the background of the photos they're taking. This can include things like rubbish in the foreground of your photo, or like a telegraph pole sticking out the top of the car. It just doesn't look right. So if you pull up to your location where you want to be taking photos and you find litter discarded on the floor like this, just do the right thing, go through, pick it all up and put it all in the nearest bin. So there's 3 reasons why you should do this then. Number 1, it's just the right thing to do to go through and pick the rubbish up. Number 2, it will make your photos look so much better and more professional if there's no distractions and no litter in the foreground of your images. And number 3, it will save you so much time when it comes to editing, because it's just so much easier to pick it up there and then when you're taking the photos than it is to try and edit it out of every single one of the photos when you're editing later on. So do the right thing, save yourself that time in editing and pick up all the litter before you start taking photos. To go with this, I see too many people not paying enough attention to the background of their photo as well. So I see things like telegraph poles or even lampposts just sticking out the top of cars, and it just doesn't look right. So if you have the chance, change either the angle that the car is parked at or the angle that you're taking the photos at, to make sure that there isn't these distracting elements in the background of your images, because yet again, these are such a headache to try and edit out. So the car is now nice and clean. You have cleared the foreground and there is no distractions in the background of your image. We're now moving on to the next mistake you might be making, and that's not shooting enough angles of the car. So I see too many people just getting the basic shots and not getting a variety of angles. So like, they'll come to the front of the car, they'll take one photo from probably eye level and then they'll move on, and I'm like, no, there is so many better shots you could have got if you'd have just crouched down, got a little bit lower, got higher up. There's so many better shots if you just change the angle that you're shooting at. But what you should be doing is getting a variety of angles from the same photo. So we're going to use this front 3/4 shot here as our example. So when you are stood in front of the car and you are about to take the photos, there's a minimum of 4 angles you need to be taking from this position. The first one being as high up as possible. If you've got something to stand on to raise you up a little bit more, brilliant, use that. If not, don't worry worry about it. Just put the hands up as far above your head as you can and shoot down. Once you've done that, you're going to bring the camera to eye level. You're then going to shoot the car again at eye level. Once you've done eye level, you're going to crouch down, you're going to get one from this angle. Then once you've got this one, the fourth and final angle you're going to get is you're going to get as low down to the ground as you can, and you're going to shoot the car from there. And that's the minimum 4 angles you need to get for every exterior shot you take. And what this will do is give you a variety of shots to pick from and really allow you to pick your favorite when it comes to the editing. So you need to make sure you do this for all the exterior shots that you take of the car. To go with this, you may also only be shooting like wide photos of the car, maybe spicing it up a little bit with like a medium close-up here and there. But what you really need to be doing is throwing those metaphorical chili peppers into the mix and really spicing it up. And you may be wondering to yourself, well, how do I do that? You need to get the close detail shots. That's how. Cars aren't just designed then to be looked at from afar, they are also designed to be looked at nice and close. So you want to be looking for things like steering wheels, if this car has any cool or branded seats. Unfortunately mine doesn't. I wish mine did, but it really doesn't. Not even like an FR badge in there, nothing, just absolutely nothing. Fuming about that. Or any badges, any body kits, even if they have their Instagram on the window, you need to be getting that as well, because it's these little details that they care about and the car people care about. So mix these styles of shots in with your wide shots and watch your photography improve and really start to stand out. So going straight into mistake number 4 then, this should be quite a quick one, and that is not shooting enough photos. When I first started then, I would take literally 1 photo from every angle and then that was it. I'd have done with. Take 1 photo, I'd move on. Now I make sure I take 3, 4, 5 photos from every single angle that I want to take photos from. But this allows me to make sure I've definitely got a perfect frame and definitely make sure that the photo is in focus. Too many times when I would just take 1 photo, for some reason the camera would have missed the focus and then I would just be without the shot. Whereas now I've got 3, 4, 5 different options to definitely make sure that I've got that shot in focus. And SD cards are so accessible and have such big storage nowadays. For example, I have a 256GB card, which allows me to get like 4,500 photos on that one card alone, which means I'm like never gonna run out of storage on a single car shoot. It's just not going to happen. Now you may be thinking, to buy a card like that it would cost you an absolute arm and a leg, but the truth is I paid like £40 on Amazon for it, and the best bit is this card is like on sale every time that I look at one. So just keep an eye out for it being on sale. When it's on sale, just pick yourself one up, because then you have that freedom to just shoot as many photos as you want and not have to worry about it. So when you're out shooting, make sure you are shooting enough photos to give yourself the options when it comes to editing, because you obviously want to make sure you've got the perfect shot every time. So having the options is what you're going to need. And finally, getting into the last point of this video, and that's being offended by constructive criticism. Now don't get me wrong, there is a massive difference between constructive criticism and people just ripping your work to pieces for no reason at all. And yes, I know that it is difficult to ignore the people who just rip your work to pieces, and it's hard to get over the comments they're making. Trust me, I have been there, I have done that. You've got to have thick skin, but they're not the people I'm referring to here. The comments I'm talking about in this bit then are the ones from your friends and your family, because what you need to remember is they want to help you. They want you to improve your photography. And what you need to remember is these people won't see it from the point of view of a photographer. They will see it from the point of view as a fan of your artwork, so they will see it differently to you. And what you need to do is you need to listen to what these people are telling you and take on the advice that they are giving you, because they're not trying to tell you that it's no good. They're not trying to tell you that the photography is awful. They're not trying to tell you that you're bad at what you do. They're just trying to give you a little pointer of how you can make the next photo shoot that little bit better, then the next one a little bit better, till you're producing these amazing, high quality, top of the range images. So for me, I have my family and a few friends that I go to for all of my photo shoots and videos. The best bit is they've probably seen this video before it was even published, and I'll have probably made some changes to this video based on the feedback they gave me, just so I can try and make this video the best it can be. And the reason I go to them is because I know they will give me their 100% honest opinion, and they only want the best for me. They want me to improve, they want me to get better, and that's why I go to them, because I know I can trust them to be honest and just say what they think and help me improve and make it better. So what you need to do is you need to find the people you can go to. I recommend probably no more than 5, because after that point you've just got too many chefs cooking the same meal and it will all just get a little bit messy. So figure out your people, go back to them with every photo shoot you do, listen to the advice they give you, implement it into your photos, and watch your photography get better and better and better with every shoot. So that wraps up this video. I hope you have learned something new in this video, and I hope this helps you improve your car photography. But if you only take one thing from this video, please make it this. My TM top tip of this video: if you can fix it on location, fix it on location. Don't fix it in editing. It's not worth the headache. If this video did help you out, then please make sure you're smashing that like. It really does make a big difference for me. If you want to see more content from me, make sure you are subscribing as well, with notifications on to get notified when I do upload. But if you want another way to improve your car photography, then check out this video here on why you should be shooting your photos in RAW. But apart from that, I'll see you later.